This city is famous worldwide as a global center for entertainment and gambling. It is one of the most renowned cities in the United States, home to a vast number of casinos and other gaming establishments. For over half a century, millions of gamblers have left their money here each year, and the profits of the owners reach hundreds of millions of US dollars. Las Vegas. The territory of Nevada, where one of the most famous cities in the United States is located, belonged to Mexico until the mid-19th century. However, after the Mexican-American War in 1846 to 1848, the situation changed. The land, which at the time was inhabited by the Paiute tribe, was annexed. Among the land unsuitable for living, there was a small oasis called Las Vegas, which means meadows in Spanish. It was here, in the 1850s, that Americans built Fort Baker, intended as a rest stop for travelers, traders, and Mormon missionaries. The latter aimed to convert the Native Americans to their faith. However, this proved to be not so easy. Over time, the Native Americans pushed the temporary visitors off their land. But this only briefly delayed the arrival of civilization on their lands. The Mormons did not give up and, at the beginning of the 20th century, established a small community in this area. They built several ranches, set up irrigation systems, and began developing farming. However, Las Vegas as we know it today, began to grow only in 1905. It was then that the Los Angeles-Salt Lake City Railway Company acquired a significant portion of land near the oasis at auction. The good water supply from the nearby Colorado River made this place ideal for building a railway station. A railway line was planned to connect Albuquerque and Los Angeles through Nevada. In late 1905, the station was completed, and the first train passed through Las Vegas. The settlement around the station began to grow rapidly, and in 1911, it officially became a city. The first gaming halls and bars appeared on the streets of the city immediately after the opening of the railway station in 1905, which is now considered the historical founding date of Las Vegas. However, local authorities quickly banned gambling, so just 4 years later, this business continued to develop underground. Interest in it steadily grew, and eventually, the authorities chose to support the interested parties and the state. In 1931, the ban was lifted, and casino owners were required to pay a tax, varying depending on the number of tables, slot machines, and types of card games. That same year, Las Vegas saw the opening of the first legal nightclub, Norteña, and the Las Vegas Club Casino. As the business developed, the population grew fivefold to 25,000 people. At the same time, Las Vegas became even more popular with tourists. Another tourist location of this area was the Lake Mead Reservoir. It was formed by the construction of a dam, later named after U.S. President Herbert Hoover. In 1931 he ordered the construction of a dam and hydroelectric station on the lower course of the Colorado River in the Black Canyon. Today it is the largest reservoir in the United States. By 1942 the city's population had grown to 32,000. At the same time, the number of casinos, bars, and hotels was increasing. The gambling industry that flooded Las Vegas caught the attention of the mafia. Most members of various criminal organizations were owners of gaming halls. The entertainment industry and this business became the main source of income for the city and remains so to this day. In the 1940s the suburban areas of Las Vegas began to develop actively. Dozens of hotel casinos were opened, and later, such establishments completely filled nearly 7 kilometers of one boulevard. Today, this area is known as the Las Vegas Strip. In the 1950s Las Vegas delighted visitors with another unusual attraction. Only 100 kilometers from the city, atmospheric nuclear weapon tests were conducted. People could watch the nuclear mushroom clouds directly from the windows of their hotel rooms. During this time, celebrities like Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, and others began to perform in the American Entertainment Center. All of this attracted more and more tourists who now came here not only to satisfy their gambling desires. The population of the city steadily grew, and at the beginning of the new millennium, Las Vegas, with 478,000 residents, became the largest city in the world among those founded in the 20th century. In addition to countless casinos with ongoing shows and concerts, the city offers various other entertainment options for every taste. Here, you can see replicas of the Eiffel Tower, Egyptian pyramids, the Sphinx, and even the Brooklyn Bridge. Popular themed casinos appear in such images. Among the landmarks, the Stratosphere Tower is well known. The 356-meter-high observation deck offers a panoramic city view. Another popular tourist attraction is the Bellagio fountains. During the show, the water jets rise up to 150 meters in sync with the music. Additionally, many hotels feature art exhibitions, wine museums or collections of vintage cars. Various beauty contests and even the Porn Oscar award ceremonies are often held here. Another important part of the tourism industry is organizing and conducting weddings for couples of any taste. The city's travel agencies also arrange trips outside Las Vegas. Some of the most popular ones include water tours on Lake Mead, visits to the Hoover Dam, the Grand Canyon, and Death Valley. However, the gambling business remains the most profitable for the city today. Las Vegas is home to several thousand gaming halls, more than 80 casinos, and dozens of hotels.